It's a far, far better thing. Guess what's happening in here? Everybody's losing their heads, right? Everybody's losing their heads in here, right? So, on the basis that everybody's losing their heads in here, this is far, far better now because now it's back to balance. Everybody's losing their heads in here and it's back to balance. Took me a while to think of that one, Jack. Come on. So we can obviously understand that from A Tale of Two Cities. The idea is that, when, this should be anybody that's losing their head in this phase here is losing their head for no reason, right? They're losing their head for no reason, but we've got to stop. We've got to stop the drum roll. We've got to stop that move. We've got to stop that drive before we start getting a little bit cocky about bidding into the bottom edge. So whilst we might think it should be stopping, whilst we might think that the execution of the buyers is finished, it's not finished, has it? The execution of the buyers is still very much in evidence here. So we don't want to stand up in front of the crowd and say, I'm a buyer, because we're just going to go straight to the chopping block, right? Straight to the chopping block with you, but everything else is buying. I don't care, you're straight to the chopping block, right? So we've got to wait until the balance sets in. And when the balance sets in, now we can stand up from the crowd and say, I'm a buyer. Now you can put your head above the parapet without the fear of losing your head. And the chances are you're going to get a successful auction away from that price point. You get it? So, we can see it though. We can actually understand this a little bit better. We can recognize if we were to zoom into the chart a little bit there, you'll see that the black line extended just a little bit too far here. And all the sellers were losing their heads here. So when we started to see that extension here, you were able to start looking at the possibility that it's going to be safer to put your head above the parapet again. It's going to be safer for you to shout out in the crowd, I am now selling oil. And everybody doesn't look at you as if you've just committed some sort of atrocious crime against the state. Now you're on the right side of the business. And you take the sell side business coming away from the price. So there she goes, a nice little drop off the price area there. 83.60s, 83.20s, another $400 profit. And that's exactly how you would deal. Same kind of idea, same kind of play. And again, 1400 hours, very, very important trade. No trade for us at 1400 hours against this. But there was certainly a trade here at 10 past 14. And now at 10 past 14, we've seen the rebalance. We're back in a rebalance price area. We've seen the rebalance in the rebalance price area. And now we can work back the short sell. So when everybody's losing their heads, just don't join the queue too soon. Otherwise, your number's going to get called before the chopping block's put away, right, for the day. Make sure you keep putting yourself at the back of the queue as a buyer until the chopping block's put away, and then step into the marketplace and shout bid. Take the market bid and do the same at the top edge. Let the chopping block do what it needs to do, then you shout offer, and then down she comes out of the offer price. Make sense? So I appreciate the comment, Jack.